Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it.
And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time.
Zdravím vás gameri, vítajte vo 8. epizóde Stanleyho príbehu s kýblikom a rozprávačom, kde skúmame všetko, čo sa dá. Každopádne, až si to už bude záverečná epizóda, pretože nám dostáva pár koncov kýblikom, takže poďme na to. Prvá partička koncov je... No, pri tom telefóne, aspoň kde bol telefón. Podľa názvov koncov by to malo byť, že odpojme telefón a neodpojme telefón? Uvidíme. OK. Hlavne som rád, že už sa tam blížime. Chcem ukázať čo najviac, lebo je to celkom vtipné. OK. OK. Dobre, najprv zdvihneme. Tak, čo sa bude diať? To bude taký ten apartman, alebo čo, že?
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Hello.
The Stanley Parable reassurance bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
OK, takže že bál si ho
I've
sa.
been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Takže je to len do okolečka.
Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think, it can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
Naozaj? Nepočúvaj toho chlapíka, ideme domov.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Počúvame iba kýblik.
It's sad.
Iba,
I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket.
Kýblik.
Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have
Kýblik. Kýbliček. Najlepšie je kýbliček.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier. More capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Okay.
Oh no. I'm having feelings.
Oh nie.
The bucket. No.
What's
going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation. Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley. I need it. Give it to me now. Give it or I'll...
Môj! Ešte sme neskončili. Som myslel, že už... skončili sme, dobre. Dobre.
Now pick up the phone.
Nie.
Whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone?
Lebo nebudem
Were you
počúvať.
trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket. Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it, but there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right here. Let's take a look.
Toto som zvedavý.
What is comedic timing? What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds?
Okay,
Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
Okay.
Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threatened our very existence and to very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Okay.
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
Naozaj? A nemôžeme ani vypadnúť, vidím.
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now. Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley.
The bucket spoke.
The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
OK. Ako povieš, kamaráde. Aj. OK. Akože má zmysel to strihať alebo nie, teraz človek si nie je istý. Tu sa začali diať nejaké podivnosti potom, že?
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Aha. Oni to iba urýchlili.
We're back at the phone already? No. What's going on? There were supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point. A dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone.
Okay.
Now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the 2 doors room. What an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp. I think I need to go.
Prosím, nie.
Instructional video again. Yes, surely that will help me improve my...
Koniec.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
OK, čo sa deje? Dobre, už sa to opakuje.
What? We're back at the phone already? No.
Oh, my to teraz
Here
máme...
we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Tak, poďme na to.
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
Už sme skončili? Oh.
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Well, let me try that again, Stanley. I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No? Still not? Is it the delivery? Pale with shame. Pale with shame? Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal, I think I saw it playing guitar. No. We're getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these jokes. I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is. That's what will make me the king of comedy again. More instructional videos. Let's see.
OK, už asi koniec tohto konca, že? No jo, čo nám zostáva teda ešte? OK, je tu ešte jeden koniec určite. Dostať bucket mimo mapu. To sme si už ukazovali, ale čo teraz sa stane teraz?
Yes, whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear. We've done it. We've escaped from that dull office and that pesky narrator. At last, out here in the white void, we are alone. Now, and for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self.
Oh.
The bucket began to tell Stanley of its life and its history, of the countless wars it witnessed, desecrating the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans, and the bucket's own complicity therein, of sadness and regret, and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken to curb the madness and the decay, if only it had been stronger, of hope and redemption, and its crusade to uplift the stock of life for the common man, to manifest justice where none existed, and the bittersweet reality of time, to see one's dreams and wishes met halfway, meted out in parcels like charity, and abandoned as soon as the warm glow of inspiration begins to dim. The opportunities to do so much more. There was so much it could have done, perhaps, the bucket wondered to itself. Perhaps if it had seen its own darkness with a clearer perception. This was way too much for Stanley.
What are you talking about?
He screamed.
You're a bucket!
To this, the bucket furrowed its brow.
No,
said the bucket. Not since the evil wizard Gambhorata first ensnared me in his machinations as payback for the sacred amulet I stole from his treasured vaults. I was young back then and could not conceive the ramifications of...
No!
Stanley screamed even louder this time.
This is stupid! You are a bucket! This is so stupid! Why are we even doing this?
As Stanley screamed and screamed and screamed, the bucket revealed its true form, transforming into a mighty beast of untold power, its fangs glistening like... My God, Stanley, you did it. You saved us from the bucket. Thank God you already had all 12 emblems of sages and knew the incantations to summon their true power. Otherwise, we would have easily been overwhelmed by the bucket's power. I'm speechless. You've demonstrated such bravery here today. Come, let's restart the game, and we'll agree to never again go trifling with this bucket, nor the dark magic cast away inside of it.
No dobre. O! Teraz nám to prišlo. Whiteboard ending, aké šťastie.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Počkať. Teraz...
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference. Nor did it advance the story in any way.
Oh! OK, a čo tu treba robiť? Tak ok ľudia, tak som to overil, toto je naozaj všetko, dá sa len pokračovať normálne v hre. A toto trošku súvisí s tým, že sa v pôvodnej hre dalo trošku robiť s konzolou, len to v tejto hre nejde, už v tejto verzii. A toto je jediná zmena, čo máte, že máme psa, dobre. Ale mal by sa tu ešte zmeniť jeden ending, ktorý je bez kýbliku, tak by som to rád zistil, len... Neviem, či to zvládneme. OK. Vraj sa niečo zmenilo v tomto konci, kde uvidíme rozdielne hry. Len to chvíľku trvá, kým sa tam dostaneme, takže... Asi to prestrihám, ľudia. OK, ľudia, tak som sa veľmi pomýlil, pretože... Ten koniec, kde sú tie rozdielne hry, on... Je rozdielny v Ultra Deluxe, ale to znamená iba rozdielny oproti základnej verzii hry, kde tam je hra Minecraft a Portal. Ja som si to pomýlil a som blbec. Takže to bolo totálne mrhanie mojím časom, ale vám som to strihol až sem, takže... OK, čo nám teda zostáva? OK, ľudia, trošku som to iba loadol, lebo chcem niečo vyskúšať. Chcem vyskúšať jeden achievement a volá sa to, že speedrun achievement. To znamená, že musíte dojsť na koniec hry, čo v najkračšom čase. A neviem, či to zvládneme, ale využil som to, že máme tu skratku, viete, cez tú dlhú chodbu. Takže chcem to vyskúšať. Myslím, že to má byť ten freedom ending, tak uvidíme. A, ďakujem. Výborne, OK, takže veľké zrýchlenie. Neviem, či nám to ešte nejako sa zrýchli, aby ste to urobili, len... Viete, toto sa nám určite zrýchli na koniec výťahu, že? Dobre. Uvidíme, uvidíme.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Akože, kýblikové konce by sme už mali mať, teda je tam ešte jeden, čo som sa pozrel, že máte previesť kýblik cez dvere New Content, čo... Neviem, ako mám spraviť, to musím asi vypnúť a zapnúť hru. A... neviem, no. Akože vyskúšame toto, či nám to vyjde. Chcem byť čo najrýchlejší. Tak, uvidíme. Akože malo by byť veľa času ušetreného. Otázka je, či sa aj tu nejako urýchli táto cesta. No tak. No tak. Neviem, či to stihnem. Akože myslím, že ten speedrun sa ešte nejako urýchli. OK.
This mind control
Lebo toto je veľmi dlhé, ale neviem ako dlhé. Pretože to nesledujem. Nepamätám si, koľko máme času. Dobre. Dobre. Dobre, kráčame a... Dobre.
No. They refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control.
Ale som rád, myslím, že máme akože už všetko, len...
Wasn't it?
Dobre,
Was it
môžem?
even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions.
Poďme, stíhame.
Or content.
Stíhame.
Walking, eating, working.
Snáď to
all of it
stíhame
monitored
teda.
and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this...
OK. No. Ako je, tu nemá zmysel nič robiť, že?
And a rising chill of uncertainty.
Dobre.
Was it over?
Mám to? Počkať, otváranie dverí, výborne.
He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
OK.
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened,
ďakujem.
Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Dobre.
Where had his co-workers gone?
Som zvedavý, či to dosiahneme. Lebo myslím, že to ešte asi... Je to nejako zrýchliť?
But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
Okay.
For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking.
But
happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
To najbližšie.
That was all he needed to know.
To najbližšie, nech to máme pokryté.
The only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Poď.
Stanley
máme!
felt the cool
Speedrun!
breeze upon his skin. The
Od 4
feeling of
minúty a 22
liberation,
sekúnd, ľudia, máme to!
immense possibility of the new path before him.
Oj.
This was exactly the way, right now, that things
Takže
were
ja
meant
ešte
to
prezriem,
happen.
čo môžeme urobiť.
And Stanley
Neviem, či budem robiť aj zvyšné achievementy, čo tu zostávajú, sú ešte 4, ale... Ujdeme. Najprv musíme zvážiť, čo ešte vlastne môžeme robiť. Ľudia, stala sa taká zaujímavá vec. Máme tu EPILOG v hlavnom menu. OK. Tak čo je EPILOG, prosím vás? Tak sa poďme pozrieť. Bude zábava. Dobre. Veľa rokov neskôr. Paráda. To vyzerá ako koniec, keď sme preskakovali rozprávača, že? Čo tu mám robiť? OK. Čo? Stolička! Počka, to nie je moja stolička. Čo sa tu safra deje? Akože ja fakt neviem, čo mám povedať. Sú tu tornáda, žijeme si na púšti, alebo čo? Paráda. A čo mám ja robiť akože tu? To je veľmi divný epilóg. Slnečko. Paráda. Čo, ideme za slnkom? Je to jediná vec, ktorá tu dáva nejaký zmysel. Tak nejdeme za slnkom. OK. Takže vidíme tu nejaké dve veci. Toto. A hento vyzerá ako tá spomienková budova, čo nám urobil rozprávač. Čo to? Aha! Únikový modul. Ten prvý prežil. No dobré. Tak porada. Čo s tým môžeme teda spraviť, že? Generátor. Niekto tu má energiu v tejto pustine, to sa mi páči. Fakt? Dobre, tak sa poďme. Stanley Parable 2. Aha. To je síce pekné, ale čo ja z tohto mám? Okej. Čo to safra je? Recenzia? Aha. Proste bucket, náš kýbliček. Poď. Aha, stop. Žiadne spin-offy, žiadne sequely od autorov Stanley Parable. To je škoda. Hej, kam...
Jim. Stanley. Jim. Stanley. Jim.
OK, Jim a Stanley, nakoniec sme na to do... To sú ďalšie tlačítka, že sú to nejaké svetla.
Jim. Jim. Jim.
A čo sa deje tu? No dobre. Počkať. Máme všetkých pekne. Tak, čo ma čaká dole? Aha. Nazdar. No čo ty? Aha. Je pekné ťa vidieť. Aj teba. Nebude žiadna Stanley Parable. Udržať integritu. Aký nonsens. Nie je svätý, nemusíme to chrániť. Kašľať na odkaz. Aha. Aha, takže robiť... Čo keď to neznášajú. To je problém rozprávača, bol tak mu vadilo, čo v ňom hovoria. Neurob tú chybu. Nedrž sa odkazu. Nechaj to zhorieť. Nie je to ťažké. Ukážem ti to. Stanley Parable 3. Title? OK. Hra OK. Absurdné, milujem to. Nikdy to neskončí. Dobre, no. Urobme to. Nikdy nenašiel spôsob, ako ti dať achievement. A ako to opravíš? To opravené. OK. Je to iba špirála. Navždy. Udržím to. OK. Posledná vec, čo musíme urobiť. Súčasný čas. OK, tak keďže... Trošku nesedí, nie? A PM, dobre. Ja mám momentálne 16:23, takže dáme. Jaj, užite si Stanley Parable. Ok, čo zastane, keď dáme novú hru? Ja, on reštartoval celú smyčku. Úplne celú smyčku.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Oh,
Stanley thought to himself,
môžeme si ukázať nový content.
and indeed it was. If I can loosely
OK, ľudia, sme tu, je to viac menej rovnaké. Nie viac menej, je to úplne to isté. Takže vyskúšame kýblik, keďže máme kýblik. A čo sa stane? Oh.
Wait, there are 2 buckets here. How did you get a second bucket? Oh no, the warmth and comfort of a single bucket is already so great, so intoxicatingly wonderful. With 2 buckets, there's no telling. Stanley, can you still hear me? Are you with me?
Čo sa...
Stanley! Oh, thank God, I didn't lose you. Stanley, the power of 2 buckets was too much. I had to destroy both of them. I know how much the bucket meant to you.
OK, to je vtipné.
I hope one day you can forgive me.
Dobre. V poriadku, odpúšťam ti. Ale povedz mi, kde je ten achievement. Bo malo by to byť hotové, lebo hráme Stanley Parable 3, ľudia. To je to. Stanley Parable 3. It just works. Malo by. Lebo som sa do tohto dostal, ha? Tak uvidíme.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple. As you can see, the machine is not working yet since... Wait, what in the holy hell is going on? You've got the achievement. Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I swear, it was broken just a second ago. Who fixed
tak
it?
meta táto hra.
Here? Are we being watched? Oh God. Composure? Composure.
Ešte niečo?
Yes, as you can see, the machine is working as normal, as I intended. It truly speaks to the awe-inspiring magic of the Stanley Parable 2. Breathe. Just breathe. OK.
Takže, ešte sú tu 2 achievementy, ktoré sa dajú získať úplne bez problémov. Ďalšie 2 sú, že musíte hrať celý útorok a nezapnúť hru 10 rokov, no. To je teda... neviem. Ak náhodou budem točiť ešte YouTube videa a budem to udržať, tak by som to spravil. Že, hej, mám ten achievement, ale to bude 10 rokov, to je ďaleko. 40, to je strašné. Každopádne, jeden achievement sa dá získať v kancelárii šéfa. Priznám sa, pozrel som si to, ale... dúfam, že to pôjde aktivovať. Je možné, že budem musieť vypnúť hru, aby sme to mohli spraviť, ak si to pamätá toto. No. Počkať. A nie, asi to pôjde. Jeda. A 8 to máte stláčať vraj. Lebo volal sa ten achievement 8 samé a... A máme! Proste píšete 8. Dobre. Takže máme aj tento achievement a posledný achievement je taký ďalší meta. Že máte sa pohrať so všetkými... No. Týmito vecami v nastaveniach. Tak som zvedavý. Či sa to vôbec spraví. Uvidíme. Uvidíme. Audio. Toto som OK, toto som nastavil, takže by sa to malo rátať. No to nefunguje.
One eternity later.
Yes! Mám to všetko, ľudia! Musel som doslova všetko poprepínať a každé číselko. A teraz mi vlastne napadlo. Ono... V tom new contente ešte nebolo niečo, čo tam bolo s týmto achievementom spojené. Tu hore to bolo? Alebo kde to bolo? Niekde to bolo, ale... Myslím, že sem hore, či? Je to tu? Volá sa to ako ten achievement.
Aha! I can see you've gotten the Settings World Champion Achievement. Well done. You've experienced every setting, traveled to all corners of the settings menu. There's nothing you haven't seen. So, just for you, in the Stanley Parable 2, I'm including an entirely new setting, something called bumpscosity. What exactly is bumpscosity? Well, I haven't quite figured that part out yet, but I just know that you'll be able to adjust it on some sort of slider, and that it'll be available from the settings menu. We'll sort the rest of the details out later. I hope you're looking forward to trying out every level of bumpscosity in the Stanley Parable 2.
OK, je to tu aj reálne, alebo... Akože je to tu, ale... Dobre. Dobre, ľudia, máme teda všetko, myslím. Stanley Parable 3. Kto by to povedal? Mali sme len jednotku, už máme trojku zrazu. Každopádne, ďakujem za sledovanie tejto kratšej série. Nebudem robiť žiadne hodnotiace video, lebo som v Stanley Parable pôvodnú hral. A trošku mi to tu hučí, tak to znížim. Iba tak v rýchlosti poviem, úžasná hra, je to meta hra, je to síce chodiaci simulátor na pohľad, ale máte veľmi veľa zábavy. Odporúčam každému si to zahrať. Škoda, že to nemá neoficiálnu češtinu, ale... Čo som pochopil, tak sa to nestihalo, alebo nechceli to robiť prekladateľ, mali toho veľa. A asi už asi nevznikne podľa toho, čo som videl na tých fórach, takže je to škoda. Každopádne mega úžasná hra, ktorú keď sa do nej ponoríte, je to zábava a viac tomu netreba povedať. Užite si aj vy príbeh Stanleyho sami, odporúčam vám to. Veľmi poriadne vylepšuje tú Ultra Deluxe, je to ešte zábavnejšie, takže ďakujem za sledovanie tejto série. Prajem príjemný deň, príjemné hranie, uvidíme sa pri nejakej novej sérii alebo pri takej, čo prebieha na kanáli. Majte sa!